Azan, can I talk to you?
Tell me where to shoot.
The Ventilopes are watering the treetops from now on.
That's a good thing. Escorting the Galenta to her feeding...
On my way.
Nope, it's full. What a hassle. At least the plant's growing.
You're locked on to me.
Hi. Can I have it? Of course.
I should free up some space first.
Mirko gave me these containers.
It's easy.
Ugh. Okay. This is gross. Look at that. I made all of you drool.
Procleana is still a small hive of talents, but you have revived our hope to restore the buzzy capital of knowledge it once was. This Darumon is our humble contribution to the Talan Greater Union.
I will hand it to the Almael on your behalf. No pun intended, of course. Procreana's Darumon.
Terdoko Ulakai. Even though the pilgrims are not allowed to use it, it's still a useful way to access the village. Can you raid the outpost I marked on your map? It's located near you.
Raiding outposts is what I do. You can count on me, Leanne. Sorry to...
Turn back.
Whoop.
You bet your time.
I don't see...
Probably waiting for someone to fix our Daoka. Or is it already fixed? Not my concern. Pilgrimage is supposed to be a long journey on foot.
What are the pilgrims seeking here?
Probably what yours.
So what's Pol...
Shame.
Now this...
When a Talon reach.
What's a Darashan?
Where have you been for the last 1,000 cycles? The Darasham.
When's the next...
No one's reverting until a Dara.
At least...
But so many Hazadesses. All.
You...
Boy, you got less brains than a Zord.
So while...
More of a caretaker. Not a good.
But Judge...
Without reverted essences, the vine suffered.
I hear you used to be more inspired here, Axe.
You only become a master of ceremonies.
For...
Yes, that is the law of the yards.
They're all...
Inspiration comes from.
About that power.
You could, if the balance was restored in enough.
But what?
The Dara.
So how do we...
Speak to.
See you... sure what this is, but it looks useful. Forum trail. Sweet. No, not this way.
Kaulakai. Even though the pilgrims are not allowed to use it, it's still a useful way to access the village. Can you raid the outpost I marked on your map? It's located near you.
Raiding outposts is what I do. You can count them. Hi there. I'm Cutter Slade.
Welcome, strong and confident pilgrim. I'm Kor, the Shamas of Palana, and keeper of the Ka Darosham.
Can you patch my wounds?
A Shamas cannot refuse to heal. That's the will of the Yards.
Can you explain the essences to me?
Of course. When Talans reach a certain age, their essence is revealed during the conversion ceremony. There are 4 types of essence. Fey for fire, Eloe for water, Ganda for earth, and Ka for air. Each essence gives a Talan unique abilities and has a tremendous impact on our personalities.
Tell me, who are you again?
Kor, keeper of the Ka Darosham, at your service.
I'm collecting scrolls for Procreana's librarian, Kurag. He's rebuilding the Dano library in Procreana. Maybe the one you're reading is one of them.
Ah yes, Kurag. Not the most open-minded fellow. Yes, I borrowed it from the library, actually. 90 Shades of Ka.
Great. Can I give it back to him?
Well, the late fees on this must be tremendous.
What is this place about?
What kind of pilgrim doesn't know about Palana? The special kind, I'm sure. But did you know that the town is built on the roots of the essence vine? This is why Talans are coming here to surrender their essence to the Yards.
Question is, where do I go from here?
If you're seeking direction, I suggest you talk to Hirax, Palana's master of ceremonies. I'll warn you, he's not as charming as I am.
Where can I find the Ka Darosham?
Like the air it represents, the Ka Darosham has always been invisible. But alas, the invasion has now made the Darosham non-existent.
How can you tell the difference?
Look down at the bottom of the cliff over there. You'll see poor Hazardesses tormented by their tragic fate. They were once proud Talans who decided to revert without knowing the difference between what is eternal and what is no more. I'm here to prevent more Talans from jumping over the cliff until the Ka Darosham is restored and I can be its keeper again.
What's wrong with Hirax?
Poor Hirax. Even a Shamaz can't heal the wound inside him.
Is it in his head?
If you mean his mind is about to break. then yes.
What happened to him?
As the master of ceremonies, not being able to help the needy Talans and Hazardesses has taken a heavy toll on Hirax. He grows more depressed every moon, and I believe he feels responsible for some of the latest incidents.
Incidents? What kind?
You have to understand, Hirax was once such a beacon of light that pilgrims from all over Adelpha would seek his guidance.
I'm here to help. Do you have anything for me?
I could tell you the tale of a poor harvester from Emia who was deeply in love with a widow of a Dolatai guardian. His name was Tuyol. Tuyol was still young, but if the widow rejected his love one more time, he pledged to revert at the Kar-Darusham, whether active or not.
Sad tale. What happened to y'all?
Hirax told this poor harvester that to seduce his love, he had to offer her frozen flowers from the highest mountain's peak. Tuyol ran off at once, totally unprepared, and never returned. Now it is whispered that Tuyol's Hazardess is trapped on the mountain, and his anger is causing the terrible ice blizzard that has been reverting so many of our people. I'm always...
What was I saying? Right, so raiding outposts is what I do. You can count on me, Elias. Sorry to disturb you. May I have a word?
Turn back, pilgrim. You came all the way to this Yod's forsaken place for nothing.
Woke up on the wrong toes, huh? I just want to talk.
You bet your tiny head you want to talk. I'm Hirax, master of ceremonies. Pilgrims used to line up to hear my sermons. Now, Palana's an empty shell of its former glory.
Can we talk about Tuyol?
Tuyol. Romantic to a fault. I only wanted to help him. Poor Tuyol.
Show me where he is, and let's see what I can do. So while other Talans here are the keepers of the Darashams, you are the keeper of the Essence Vine?
More of a caretaker. Not a good one. The origin of its roots are under your feet. With the devoted care of the Master of Ceremonies, that's me, the vine is meant to stretch as far as a Talan can measure. That's how it used to be, back in the moons.
But judging by the long face, you don't get a kick from your gardening job anymore.
Without reverted essences, the vine suffers. It is now shrunk to its most critical bastion. And I don't know if I have what it takes to heal its core. I feel I don't... I know I don't. The Essence Vine needs a new caretaker. Someone who has the strength to revive its immense power.
About that power, could it be used as a weapon against the invaders?
You could, if the balance was restored and enough essences were reverted through the four Darashams. The Vine would be our strongest attack against the oppressors, but
But what?
the Darashams are out of order. Another disaster we can blame the invaders for.
So how do we fix them?
Speak to the Darasham keepers. They should point you in the right direction.
I don't see anyone queuing here. Where are the pilgrims?
Probably waiting for someone to fix our Daoka. Or is it already fixed? Not my concern. Pilgrimage is supposed to be a long journey on foot.
What are the pilgrims seeking here?
Probably what you're seeking. Answers. I used to have them all. But those were better moons. I'm not as inspired as I used to be.
I hear you used to be more inspired here, Axe. What happened to you?
You only become a master of ceremonies after a life of pilgrimage around Adelpha, collecting stories and wisdom from all over the world. It's a sharing process that enriches my 4 essences.
4 essences? I thought every Talan is only supposed to have 1.
Yes, that is the law of the Yards, but once every life cycle, a male Talan is born with 4 essences and raised by the Almayel to become the next master of ceremonies. It's an important responsibility to be a good caretaker and a beacon of wisdom for my people. I lost most of it after the invasion.
There are all kinds of ways to be inspired. Can't you read a scroll or something?
Inspiration comes from hearing the last words of a Talan who's decided to revert, or understanding the purpose of a Hazardess's life. With our villages isolated and the Darashams closed, the weight of failure is too great.
So what's Polana about?
Shame! And the nostalgia of a once sacred site built on the roots of the Essence Vine. The vine is gone, and all of my tears were not enough to grow it back.
Now the same thing, minus the gloomy filter.
When a Talan reaches the end of a peaceful life, he makes a pilgrimage to the Polana and enters one of the 4 Darashams, representing each of the 4 essences, to be reverted and returned to the Yards.
What's a Darasham?
Where have you been for the last 1,000 cycles? The Darashams are passages to the realm of the Yards, where you surrender your borrowed essence to the great cycle of life. Polana has 4 Darashams, 1 for each essence. As Master of Ceremonies, I perform the reverting ceremony that allows a Talan to become part of the Essence Vine and feed its sacred roots.
When's the next reverting ceremony scheduled?
No one's reverting until a Darasham is restored. How did it come to this? I can neither think nor sleep with all the laments of Hazardesses in my head.
At least there's no invaders in town.
But so many Hazardesses, all unable to join with the Yards and turning the Essence Vine dry. The invaders are reverting a lot of our people to impose their dominion. And yet, in such violent times, where reverting ceremonies are needed every moon, my last ritual was performed thousands of moons ago. I am useless.
You seem perfectly fit. Start getting things done. Get to work, my man.
Or you got less brains than a Zort-flavored bowl of res.
Bye.
You're back for me. Exciting.
Why don't you restore the Darasham?
To do that, I would need to travel to the Ka Temple and retrieve the Ka Codex, which I can't. But even if I did, it wouldn't be enough.
What about using one of those sweet beacons with Oru's gun? Meaning you got a bigger rock in your shoe?
What an odd combination of words. I'm referring to the smoke coming out of the invader's factory. It's so thick that it suffocates the Ka essence. Sometimes we can't even see the moons anymore. The imbalance not only affects the Darosham, I can feel my healing abilities regressing. Every Shamaz is concerned. I would shut down the factory myself if it wasn't so heavily defended.
I guess picketing protesters won't do the trick.
The smoke may be clouding your reason, Pilgrim. You keep speaking in meaningless sentences that confuse and...
Enough said. What's a codex?
Once per cycle, the sacred codex is brought back to the...
So the codex?
After the Daroshams.
Here's your codex. Watch out. It's blowing hard in there.
I thought I would never see it again. I feel...
The factory. How is it different from the other invader bases?
It produces an obscene amount of smoke that not only destroys the land...
I'll show him how to quit smoking. How are you with Rumbar?
You mean if Rumbar and I are partners? Gods no. Rumbar is a
Have you seen any invaders around?
No, but I don't have to see...
I'm better...
Oh my...
What? Tell me.
I'm...
Talk to me.
I'm a little busy deciphering new symbols we found in the Elue Temple. They're fascinating.
Speaking about the temples, the Talans didn't build them, right?
The ancients must have used special techniques to raise the 4 temples. They didn't share their technology with us.
How often are they used?
There are no codex ceremonies anymore. It has been the only activity in the temple since Palana was built. The mountain village gathers the 4 essences in one unique location.
And yet the Yods chose a temple to bring me back here. I wonder why.
The Yods speak in mysterious ways, Ulukai. I have to go now.
All right, I'm gonna go after the codex, so I'll have a closer look at the place.
Adalpha surely needs its Daroshams. Good luck. Liaz out.
Are you the leader of this place?
I am Rumbar, chief of Palana.
Wait a minute. Did you just say your name is Rumbar?
Son of Tequila Bar. Yes.
I love you guys. Place is pretty quiet.
The Daroshams are closed.
Hazardous.
Unfortunately, yes.
How can I help the Hazardesses I come across?
If a Hazades is lost, it only takes some Hazadav to guide it to a Darosham or an Essence Shrine. However, some are stuck at a location.
Hazadav.
It's a sacred incense that burns in between worlds. We use it to guide lost Hazadesses to a Darosham, or...
I'm interested in the Essence Vine.
Hirax could tell you more about it. He is the elected caretaker of the Vine, and the only Talan I know who's connected to all 4 essences.
Do you think your town has what it takes to rise up and fight the invaders?
Like the Dalatai Guardians did. No. Their Hazardesses are scattered across the planet, waiting...
Sorry.
It's a disgraceful end for Talan. I don't...
What is this place about?
Palana is the ancient word for pilgrim.
We only got...
Most pilgrims who are visiting Palana...
What can you tell me about here?
Whatever our master of ceremony...
Tell me who...
Rumba. May the odds...
Oh! It's you!
Hazadav. Yeah, sounds familiar. What is it?
It's incense with a scent only Hazardesses can smell. Drags them to wherever you have to guide them.
So it's bait. Okay. Can I get some?
I stopped making it when the Daoka went down. Why attract more Hazardesses to Palana when there's no Daroshams to pass through?
Can you make some now?
You're persistent, huh? I can't make Hazardav without some Meliorites, which are sacred flowers found in Kizar. If I had those and some sap from Z-Dogs, then...
Bye here.
Bye.
Hey, how's it going?
Ah, good moon, Pilgrim. My name is Unback.
What do you do here?
Ah, marvelous question. I've been asking myself that for moons now. Basically, I wait.
You wait?
I wait.
You want your boss?
No, we're all very...
Okay, some beast.
Oh, no.
Maybe I can...
Go eat...
Mr. Darasham Keeper, sir. Do you hear me? Anyone in there? Yo, man.
Yo,
What is this place?
this is Palan.
I heard...
Ah, that was a joke.
What, Hirex ain't the cuddly type?
He's seen better moons.
What do you do here?
Ah,
You wait?
I wait.
I'm not sure what the...
Umgand was the first keeper of the Gonda Darash.
Who's saying...
Hirax. He tells the tale to Pilgrim.
What are you trying...
Every time Hirax tells the tale, he...
Show me where he would...
How the odds would I know?
What's a Gonda Darasham?
The
Can I...
one...
Getting... Rumbar sound...
He has a difficult...
The invaders don't seem too interested in this village. Looks like a perfect place for Talans like you to chill out. Is... chill...
If by chill out, you mean survive...
Immortal... Not me.
With the gateways closed,
You know, this essence...
I wouldn't know. Hirax is the caretaker. See you next...
Yo,
Yo, man.
take it...
Easy.
Yo, man.
Yo, man.
I was checking on your boss, Yallo, and...
Oh, no.
Well, can't you give him a...
I can wait.
Where's this...
The Gond...
Seems...
The invaders.
Do they have...
They're extra...
All right.
Ah.
I've already... The Gonda Codex. I'm afraid I need a crash course on that.
Clearly, you are not a pilgrim. Once per cycle, the 4 codexes representing each of the 4 essences are brought back to their...
No, but why isn't your codex in Polana?
Rumbar's orders. He said a codex is safer in its temple, where the Yods can protect...
I found the Gonda Codex. Will it restart the Darasham?
Only Yallo and Hirax can know for sure. Have you peeked inside?
Yeah, it was glowing with this green energy.
A very good sign. I will let you...
Well, Umbach, the invader's base is down. You got your codex back. Think it's...
Wait until he hears the...
The roots of the Essence Vine should be safe now that the extraction is on.
The invaders have stopped!
That and a bit...
Marvelous.
Even more exciting. I didn't think Yallo could make his last steps.
I don't know what that is. He kept a stash of blue helidium because he was planning to go to the next Oca...
Thank you, Umbach.
I'm still young. You... See you next moon.
Yot Ganda, welcome this proud Talan to your realm. Let his essence return to where it originated, for that's the cycle of eternal reversion.
It's open house day at the Gonda Darasham. Who wants a one-way ticket to eternity? Yep.
Yep.
Are you on site?
Jesus. I've never seen something like this.
The drone's video feed is lagging, Alpha 55. Proceed with vocal description, over.
Something's degraded the exo armor. I say some kind of extremely corrosive acid?
Can you collect a sample from the scene, Alpha 55?
Negative. The substance is still active and consuming the troops' exos as I speak.
Stay put, Alpha 55. We're sending a team to remove the exos for lab analysis.
Guys, something's wrong. Massive alien insects are surrounding me. Oh God. Get away! Get away from me!
Come in. Alpha 24 to Alpha 55. Please come in. Respond, Alpha 55.
They're on me. Hello, Shamaz.
You
Can you heal?
brace yours.
I gotta go.
Yacht split.
Having the time of my life. As you can tell,
Can you show me where the
very funny.
Look, I don't need to.
I'll show you. This
That's more than welcome. Hey, I'm here to help. Leaz, does the name Tuyol ring a bell?
Tuyol? He was in love with one of my Dolotai guardians. But she swore never to be close to a male again after her former lover reverted.
Yeah, she turned him down, and poor Tuyol.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm gonna help him revert. I have a present for your friend. Let her know I'm on my way to your camp.
I will. Leah's out.
Cutter Slade, nice to meet you.
I thought I had a funny name, but you beat me to it, Pilgrim. I'm Uday.
Are you spending a lot of time with Hirax?
Not really.
You don't...
You met Email. He was one of my apprentices.
You didn't know...
He could just be hiding somewhere.
What's your deal?
I'm the keeper of the Eloe Darsham.
What's the deal with this place?
This is the town of Palan.
Well, you with...
Never watch a TV.
What is the LOA, Darrett?
Ooh, a learner. Exciting.
How can I recognize Irma?
Just
Is Rumbar...
He's a good scroll keeper.
What he...
I want them out.
I never... Seems like the Yods want me to fix your Darashams.
What's wrong with it? You must have come across the lake.
Okay, listen, I promise.
It's not just a lake. Hello?
If I make them...
Yes.
But
Even if you stop the...
Oh, but I... So I'll...
By the...
Why don't you have it?
After the Darasham went down.
Is this the codex you're looking for?
Yes.
Don't mention it.
So, do you wish to...
You know, I get this weird feeling that I've reverted a few times since I've been on your planet.
We all have.
Is your Darasham...
Yes, thank you.
Where will... I'll leave you to... Those tin cans won't be polluting your lake anymore.
Thank you.
Have you tried 30-year-old scotch?
My Darasham's water.
Everything seems to work now with the LOA...
And I am eternally grateful.
See ya.
See me?
His essence, almighty Yod Eloe, so the cycles in his life will count for his eternal reversion.
LOA Darasham is back on track. Who wants to meet their maker? Can we talk, my friend?
Friend? You clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me fill you in. My name is Agiton. I'm in charge of the Fey Darosham. Were you planning to... Not that you can, anyway. The Darosham is closed until further notice.
Tell me about the Fey Darasham.
The Fey essence is the essence of hunters. Dolotai guardians, soul.
What are you?
You should have seen me in my young moons.
Death?
You're...
Whoa, slow down. Don't go breaking a hip.
Ever since I was a child on Kizar, I've...
Well,
Alana is not powerless.
how can you...
Well, I'm not...
What will it take to get your Darasham up and running?
The invaders built a base inside our largest volcano, where they reroute the lava to forge their weapons. To bring harmony to the
Well, anything they build, I can unbuild.
I didn't say unbuild.
Maybe. So if I destroy their volcano base, your Darasham can get back to business?
Almost. There's one other piece to this puzzle.
Where can I find the Fey Codex?
Once per cycle, the Codex is brought back to the Fey Temple so that
Why did you come?
when the invaders attack...
Business is slow, huh?
Slow? Look at this place. Nothing's happened.
Hey,
Why would they make...
what is this place?
You don't know? Palana is a sick...
Look at me.
I see.
Are you a friend of Hirax?
Hirax does...
Sounds like a ray of sunshine.
Don't lit...
That happened.
Sadly,
Are the invaders causing trouble?
not directly.
You want it?
I just...
That word you just mentioned there.
Don't get me started.
Are you close to...
Scum.
No.
You...
What?
Look,
Yeah. What can you tell me?
other than he's the current...
Who are you?
You...
Business?
Slow?
Hey.
Why would they... I'll stay...
Okay. Temperature's gone up a zillion degrees. You sound worried.
I know you are busy with the Almael, but the next time you visit Kizar, could you please check on my daughter? Her name is Ishana. I haven't seen her in so many cycles. I miss her. I worry about her.
Yeah, of course. I'll find her.
I miss her as much as I miss her father, Jan. He reverted during the assault against the invaders. All the male Dolotai did. They were our beloved partners.
Sorry to hear he's gone.
I just wish the Almael would have trusted his warning instead of chasing the Dolotai Guardians out of Kizar. Jan would still be by my side.
I'll send your love to her for sure.
Thank you, Ulakai. I appreciate what you are doing for me.
Don't mention it. Slate out. Can I talk to you?
No, not without a Daramon. The Almael wants you to bring at least one Daramon to
So, where can I...
visit the village.
I can't forget...
Fair enough.
Daramon is the word the Yards gave the Talan people to express our unity. Sending a human to gather them has a symbolic meaning.
I've been telling you, I am playing for your team. But what I'm eventually after is the home run, remember?
The Yards have spoken. Akastok will be. Talk to Nephaim. She is expecting you. You have returned. More and more Talan.
Can I have a word?
The Almael.
Let me get this straight. To save you from extinction, the Yods want me to put on some kind of Woodstock festival?
Celebrating Outcast will allow males and females to unite. And only through unity can we survive this invasion.
Like what? Choose the...
The Almael.
I guess not.
Your presence in Kizar never goes unnoticed.
Excuse me, miss.
Bless the message. I've been waiting for you.
Wait no more.
I'm Nephaim, main festival planner for the Outcast extravaganza. The Almael told me you'd be willing to help. You know, she said you were going to be really weird looking, but I don't know. With some berry blush on your cheeks and some highlights, you might not actually be a lost cause.
Thank you? Flowers won't grow with the current state of water?
Not pure enough, no. Is the water flowing again?
What can you...
She is something else, that one.
Shamaz Nemet healed...
On the contrary.
You have any idea?
They progress...
Have you heard the Yod's message?
No. I let the Almael...
So what?
Only the most...
I see. I didn't expect to meet two.
Two,
Well,
there's only...
but...
Shh.
There is only...
I know.
Who are... What do I need to know?
Male and female Talans only come together once per cycle in an amazing festival called Outcast. We skipped the last cycle.
Males and females only come together once?
Celebrating a small period of harmony. You know, Milea?
What kind of food do you need?
The best kind.
Morax. Okay, imagine I'm Ocus.
The...
What? No,
Something that offers a kick, like lampe.
Is there a prop?
If by problem, you mean there are...
Okay, I'm not a gardener.
The spear shroud...
So no flowers then.
Yes, flowers, silly. We call them miliorats, and they all mysteriously just...
All right, Lady Luck.
What are you talking about?
The sacred...
Ugh, those filthy beasts, the Makari. I told the children...
You don't like...
I already told Saren. With Outcast...
I'll talk.
Thank you.
You can call me.
Why would I...
Martso should send the Lampe over.
I hope this won't...
If there's someone who wishes... Martso should...
I hope this won't...
If there's someone who wishes Oka... Kids need music lessons, huh? Not sure.
Have no fear, message.
Right. Martso should send the Lampe over.
I hope this won't take too long.
If there's someone who wishes Okastok would happen today, it's Mart. See you.
May the Yods...